Hello, hello, hello. I am here to do your daily guidance, and today this is going to be about bringing some balance into your life. Hopefully, I can bring you some insight on what you need to look at, and it might be a trigger, so just be warned because it's going to bring about stuff that we usually have suppressed or we try not to think about, but it's causing us to react in certain ways instinctively due to circumstances we're dealing with in our present moment. And sometimes it's we train our brain basically to react a certain way out of protection for our own safety. So whenever we deal with a situation, we usually instinctively think about our safety first and how we're going to react to that. And it's based on previous experience. And if we've never experienced it, then it's kind of one of those full journey type of deals, right? So let's see what's going on for you all. So we're going to start off with Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. How's that going for you? All right. So what is going on in your subconscious mind? You're dealing with some self-esteem issues, your worthiness. You're protecting yourself on that area. And consciously, there's maybe something that you're dealing with regarding failure. And well, that's going to make us basically react pretty much wanting to preserve ourselves, save ourselves. So you may be dealing with something regarding that is not working out, but you also should understand that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn. And as far as your self-esteem goes, you possess gifts of the soul that benefit you and others. And you need to look at that and maybe make some changes if you're actually feeling low. Look at how you have something good to give to other people. And subconsciously, super subconsciously, this would be about expanding your consciousness and awareness. So you may have had some memories of trying to, become more aware of something, trying to be, I'm just like, we're going to go into this little book really quick with this growth book here, growth word, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Okay, so subconsciously, like where this is all coming from, if this is your situation, then you would want to look at something that you try to expand yourself, expand your beliefs. Somehow this will happen in your dreams, and it's kind of a really deep subject that I'm getting into here. Darn it. Okay, so you are constantly being presented with situations that enable you to develop your inner wisdom and assist you in advancing to higher levels of understanding. The lesson is to be aware of these events and recognize them for what they are. To live a mindful life is not only about respecting and honoring those around you, it is also about recognizing every person and circumstance on your path as a teacher. The constant chatter and diversions of life on earth can distract you from the signposts that Spirit has left on your path. Take the time to be aware of the bountiful wisdom that has been laid before you. Acknowledge these gifts and take them to heart as you continue your sojourn in this physical dimension. Don't look for the opportunities that you think you need. Instead, be receptive to the opportunities that are given. And we are going to pull some words of wisdom also from this deck, the creativity, just for the fun of it for you guys. So your guidance today is perfectionism. Imagine that. Aries, be content to know perfection as a distant utopian goal to which we journey but never arrive. So dealing with failure today, cautiously thinking about how failure how is that representing in your life? How is it? Are you trying to avoid failure, or are you trying to make something happen? We'll just go back over here with this book too and look at that really quick. Okay, so I understand that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn. Life on Earth is full of experiences. It is our human brain that views outcomes as good or bad. The soul simply views them as chances to grow. Learn to see the big picture of life instead of the minutiae. I don't know how to say that word. Anyways, instead of the small. Failure to accomplish a task is merely the opportunity to evolve, and the negative connotation of the word failure can prevent you from trying again. You must come to the realization that there is no judgment involved with your soul's lessons. Realize that what you view as a failure is just your soul telling you that there is another path. Embrace the maxim, when one door closes, another one opens. Isn't that true? But we always want to think that, no, there's nothing else out there, so I don't want to close that door. It is time for you to stop any negative emotional investment you have in the outcome. Revel in the knowingness that everything will reveal itself when it is meant to, no matter what. Be true to your dream and creative process. So, instinctively, though, you're reacting by your sense of worthiness with that self-esteem here. And your whole purpose is about growth. Well, some of your purposes, that is. Let's see what's going on for Taurus. Okay, so there we are. I'm going to let you guys digest that kind of stuff. So I could keep this shorter so I don't have it running over an hour for you guys. Unless you guys like it. If you do, then hey, leave it in the comments. But if you want me to do readings with the clarification from the book, that's all right. Just tell me. And I'll do that maybe tomorrow. So let's see what's going on for Taurus. Alrighty. So for Taurus, what's going on subconsciously, you're reacting by preserving yourself, saving yourself, feeling safe. Instinctively, you're trying to be patient. And consciously, you've got some purpose. You know what you're here to do. And that's pretty awesome because not very many people know what we're here to do. We keep searching, but you're being patient. And subconsciously, super duper, there's forgiveness. So forgiveness is somewhere in your history here, how you've forgiven people. So you've had forgiveness and now you're being patient, but having a purpose, knowing exactly what it is you're wanting to do. Your guidance today, what is the guidance for Taurus? The daily guidance is obstacles. So look at that. How odd. Obstacles. Do not dwell on how you're going to surmount obstacles presently in your way. So that is for Taurus. Let's see what's going on for Gemini. Gemini. What is going on for you guys? Gemini, what is going on for you guys? So we have abundance. This is your subconscious. The positive, yes, the positive or negative, how you react. And this is consciously trying to bring balance. And super consciously, we have you dealing with maybe your health issues, knowing that your physical vessel enshrines your soul. Today, I'm trying to bring balance and instinctively looking at abundance, being a limitless being, and you can manifest whatever you desire in this physical reality. So, how are you bringing harmony into your world today and doing it without judgment? And we have secrets. So, conceal your plans and actions from those not ready to accept you as you are. Gemini, secrets. Sometimes it's okay to keep secrets from people, right? Let's see what's going on for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for Cancer. What is going on for Cancer? Here we go. So, Cancer, subconsciously, you're dealing with, you're reacting with courage, trying to be strong about something, and consciously, you're dealing with grief. Understanding that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it, and reacting with courage, finding the inner strength to face fear with confidence. And in the past, you've dealt with you've dealt with an abundance. So this is maybe you losing something, having grief over a loss. It could be personal loss or a physical loss, human loss, whatnot, something to do with that. But there's been, in the past, you've dealt with this before, most likely, but you've had abundance, a lot of good stuff, most likely, there for you. So let's see. So you're responding with courage, knowing that just because this is gone, it looks like you know how to get back into a feeling of abundance, not abandonment, but abundance. And what is the advice for you today? Cancer, what is the advice for Cancer today? What is the advice for Cancer today? They're just wanting to flip up there. Worry. Aw. Worry with grief. Worry is attachment to a particular outcome and the fear that it will not come to pass. So attachment to an outcome and the fear that it's not going to come to pass, but you're trying to be courageous regardless, because you've already, dealt with feelings of abundance in your past. Maybe you've learned and trained yourself to deal with this, how you deal with abundance. Okay, Leo. What is going on for Leo? How can we bring balance for you today? What are you trying to do? What is it that is needing to be looked at that you can bring balance for Leo? Here we go. For Leo. So Leo, we have subconsciously, instinctively, you're reacting with gratitude. How are you reacting? Why are you reacting with gratitude? Let's see. There's a judgment, and so you're basically trying to be gracious towards this judgment. You understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenges. If you're giving judgment, you're being gratitude for that. And the reason behind that is abundance. Okay, so being grateful, knowing that even though this judgment is probably in favor of something that you have deep-seated roots for your abundance in your life, Leo. What is the card for you? Generosity. So you can afford to be generous with the gift of your time and attention. Imagine that. As long as you're not doing the silent tricks on someone on purpose. Maybe someone actually really needs to have your attention and time, and so you're reacting out of gratitude because it's going to give you abundance. Keep it. You've learned that somehow. I'm just like, where is that coming from? Virgo, what's going on for Virgo? Virgo. Let's see what's going on for you guys. Virgo. We have love. So you're acting out of your heart space, and I just felt like this really nice, warm feeling like spread through my heart space right there. Seriously, right as I pulled that card. So I feel that love. This is you reacting. You're the way that you feel about love. you're reacting today. Consciously, what are you dealing with? Acceptance. And you're reacting in this feeling, the space of love. So wanting to be accepted. And so you're responding in love and kindness. And the reason behind that would be perseverance. You've learned maybe through time how to be able to stay strong, how to keep pushing forward on things. So you've learned that in your past somehow. You've had to basically wait around for things and learn, and it's taught you how to express love, how to react in love. And so right now you're dealing with a situation regarding acceptance and wanting to be accepted by other people. So you're responding in a pretty great way. Well, that's what would be how you would actually have some balance, would be, trying to bring balance into a situation. Persevering. I know what I can do, whatever I set my mind to, or I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to. You've been taught that in the past. You've learned that. And so, yeah, now you're committing to the practice of seeing the good in all things. That's how you're reacting, at least today, and learning to accept that the things that you cannot change. There's certain things that you just can't change. It might be about people, and you're just having to just not let it affect you. It could stress you out if you try and change people or change situations and they're just not changing. So we have passion. Your guidance today is passion. It'll take passion for you to push through your self-criticism to get to a place of confidence. Oh, there's the picture for you guys right there, Virgo. Let's see what's going on for Libra. Libra, what is going on for you guys? Oh, Libra, what is going on for Libra? Libra, there we go. Here we go. Hello, Libra. So we have growth. I want to expand my consciousness and awareness, and what's the reason behind that? There's maybe you're dealing consciously with the feeling of loneliness, but you're needing to know that you're really never really alone. You can be on the internet, whatnot, and be talking to people. They just may not be right there in your present space, but dealing with loneliness and wanting to grow, expand your awareness. And this may be, what the heck? Oh, envy, deep-seated root of enviness. I am the same as everybody, but with different challenges, though. So there's no real reason to envy anybody. So maybe you might want to be looking at that, how you're reacting with envy, because of envy in the deep past. Maybe you may be dealing with loneliness right now, and your mind though is like, no, I'm gonna keep on growing. I want to grow. That's the instinctive mind wants to. If you're dealing with loneliness, you instinctively are wanting to try to figure out how to maybe get someplace else. With emptiness, though, what the heck? Your guidance today is risk. Imagine that. Be aware, or you will have to beware. Do not deny the risk and hazards that you see. And if you're dealing with loneliness today, and you have something that's, risky, you know that it's gonna bring some problems. Maybe you shouldn't be doing that, eh? But it could be you may be reacting out of a place where someone may have made you feel jealous too. So you got to be careful with that. That enviness is jealousy, and that sounds like a child deal, like where you're a sibling in a big family, and other maybe, or you have like maybe even two, a brother or a sister, just one sibling, and the other one gets all the attention and you don't, and so you end up envying them because they have everything, they get everything and you don't. Some kids are treated like that, some kids aren't. But there's you end up having, you grow patterns, boundaries and stuff, or ways to deal with that because it doesn't feel good. So you find ways to basically make yourself feel better, however that is in your life. And so instinctively, now it's like you're trying to grow because you may be dealing with loneliness and it may be seated in that. And that's why I said this may be a trigger today. I'm just going by some of my own experience too that I'm bringing forward when I do deal with that, but you'll know how it is in your own life. My words are just a word to help you understand something if you don't have that understanding, but if it already resonates with you, then you already know. Scorpio, we have perseverance. We have regret, dealing with that consciously, reacting to it with trying to persevere yourself, trying to stay strong. I know what I can do, whatever I set my mind to. And because in the past, there's been judgment. And so now you've had judgment of maybe other people have used their judgments, but somehow judgment is coming into play today. And it's making you basically think that you can do whatever you want, needing to stand strong, having regret that you know that you cannot change the past. So this could be about judgment from the past, and you're dealing with that and trying to persevere, trying to stay strong. Know that you can do whatever you set your mind to. Oh yeah, I forgot to basically pull a card. What is your guidance for you guys, Scorpio? Scorpio, what is the guidance for you? And we have growth. Oh, feel open, willing, and proud of your desire to explore new opportunities for self-development. So that goes pretty good. Just because there's been judgment in the past, people judging you maybe, and saying you can't do this, you can't do that. Like the other card said, know that whatever you put your mind to, you can do it. It's all upon you. Sagittarius, let's see what's going on for you guys. Sagittarius. What's going on with Sagittarius? And today I'll be doing the love readings first before the general tarot part because I didn't get to the love readings yesterday. After I finished, I kind of just got distracted and tripping away from the house with my wonderful teenage daughter who had a mind of her own. And by the time I got back, it was just too late. So, yeah. See what's going on for Sagittarius. Here we go. Sagittarius. Subconsciously, you're dealing with pride. Ooh. Isn't that one of the 7 deadly sins? And, surrendering. Consciously, you're having to surrender, but oh boy, look at pride is there. And in the ego, we're dealing with death. I am learning that endings are merely beginnings. So your ego where's your ego at? Ego is dealing with pride because it's trying to protect the way that you've dealt with things in the past that have to do with dying or endings. And right now you're being asked to surrender. But with how's pride playing into your life right at the moment? Let's see what's going on. What kind of guidance can you get for Sagittarius? What kind of guidance can you have? What's the guidance for Sagittarius? Collaboration. Creative people can be inspired by sharing and stimulating creativity in others. How's that going for you guys? There you go. Let's see what is going on for Capricorn. Capricorn. What's going on for Capricorn? What is going on for Capricorn? Capricorn, what is going on for you all? The cards are going to end up they're already starting to bend from the shuffling that I've been doing. Oh boy. So Capricorn, subconsciously you're dealing with acts of service. I feel good when I can help others. Do you? Is this in a negative way or in a positive way? So you're instinctively reacting by being of service or not service. Yeah, okay. So consciously you're dealing with what you're aware of is that something needs to be in balance. And so reacting with service. And what's the reason behind that? You've dealt with adversity in the past, obviously. Accepting the challenges are the best way to learn. And so right now you're pretty aware of balance being needed in this situation and reacting by acting service. Okay, so hopefully people around you are okay with understanding what your needs are and how you're trying to get, the met and the understanding of why. Do they have that compassion, the ability to feel? Do they have empathy, the ability to understand your needs, why you're doing something? Someone gets mad at you because you're helping somebody else and it's not. And if you're having like relationship issues too, where you're trying to bring balance to friends, keeping friends in check, and your partner is really not happy about that, just say, well, you know what? I had in my background, in my past, I have had these really challenging times, so I know what it's like to deal with adversity. So I see this person, and it's going to be actually kind of favorable for you too in the long run if you help out that person, because you know the gratitude they're going to show towards somebody else, including you. So you're trying to maybe bring balance to a lot of different things in your life. And maybe sometimes you just need to explain. If somebody doesn't understand your basic need of why you do something, then maybe you can say, well, and hopefully they don't use your background against you. Confidence. Yeah, there you go. Confidence. There's your words for today, Capricorn. Know and feel this affirmation beyond a doubt. I am all that I need to get what I want. Okay. On to Aquarius. Aquarius. Let's see what's going on for Aquarius. Aquarius. What is it that you're needing for balance in your life today? What is it that you're needing for balance in your life today? Aquarius, what is it that you need for balance in your life today? And here we go. So subconsciously, you are dealing with some guilt. That's never a good feeling kind of guilty, reacting to something with guilt. And what is it you're reacting to? Change going on around you. So you're trying to deal with some change, but you have guilt. And why is this what's gone on in the past? Your imagination. Okay, so embracing and nourishing the creative aspect of your mind, but somebody may have guilt tripped you and you're dealing instinctively like, why would you? We won't get into whys, never mind. Why are you feeling, you're dealing with guilt though. Acting with guilt. And it has a lot to do with your imagination. So maybe you're dealing with some stuff. I mean, this is like a general, so it's kind of really hard to say who or what or when, but some of you may, my mind just says right off the bat when I see that imagination, if it's in the past, it's about your things that maybe you've seen in the past. Like I would be, if I see change, dealing with change in my present today, and I had guilt, and it was because of my imagination in the past. Never mind. That's just like feeling guilty and seeing things in the past or whatnot, using my mind, my imagination playing tricks on me, or I don't know how that's gonna go for you guys, but yeah, so your imagination, using your creative abilities too, and someone may have actually made you feel bad for your skills and told you that those were useless. And so right now you're trying to make some changes into your life, and maybe you're trying to, you're probably instinctively feeling guilty because you're wanting to do this right here, use your imagination, something that's creative, but somehow you've been taught instinctively to react and feel guilty for even making any kind of changes in regards to how your imagination is used. And that's your right to use your imagination however you want. It's your mind, it's your life, it's not other people's. I mean, your life might influence other people, but if you're responsible for kids, that's always a different story because you have kids that you created or whatnot, but we're not going to go that deep. Communication today for you, Aquarius. The clarity, interactivity, and timing of communication is critical. I would feel guilty for something. Maybe that guilt needs to be thrown out the door. That's just me saying that. You're feeling guilty, that means that you've just been made to feel bad about something. And why should you feel bad about your own imagination, your own use of your own dreams, your own wants and needs and stuff like that? Yeah. So if you're making changes, you change them and take the guilt out of it. Because then what's the point in making that change? If you're going to feel guilty about making a change just because somebody in the past has basically told you, you are going to be a bad person if you do that. It's like, I could see that. Someone just, okay, let's see, Pisces. Pisces. What's going on with Pisces? Pisces, here we go. Pisces. So you're trying to what? Surrender to something. Okay. And you're reacting to protect yourself. So you're giving in basically to something. And what's going on in your present? Oh, well, your happiness. So consciously you're aware of something that actually is happy. I am aware that being happy means that I'm on the right path. So I'm having to surrender. Instinctively, I'm surrendering, having to release my need for control. And in what is going on in the very deep sides of your mind? Okay, this is about abundance. How you've learned to deal with abundance. I'm a limitless being, and I can manifest whatever I desire in this physical reality. So I have to surrender in order to have my happiness that I'm aware of. But it's because that's how I've gained abundance in the past, so that's what I'm going to do. That's what I would assume. There we go. Let's see what your advice for you, Pisces, is today. Coming from a place of abundance, you're having to surrender the need of control in order to be aware of how to be happy in a situation. Okay, that's your just the daily, right? And your guidance today is introspection. Introspection is often necessary to deepen our awareness of the unity and divinity of life. Introspection. Okay, so now with that part then, we're going to go to your basic needs spread. This is a look at physiological, safety, love and belonging, esteem, and self-actualization. How you can kind of basically feel better about yourself. Let's see what's going on in the conscious mind, basically. What it is that you're dealing with. How's your health? And what must you take care care of to reach your full potential. And we have failure. So you're needing to look at something regarding failure. You're needing to, maybe your health could be being affected by this, like mental health, even your emotional health, mental and emotional. And then that's going to have, that can send a little pattern down into the rest of you. And then it kind of makes your immune system not go get to, work at its full top best, because you're dealing with a situation that has to do with failure. So you might want to realize that you understand that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn. Maybe you need to learn that. And as far as how your safety goes, there's forgiveness. So physically, there's failure going on. Something has failed or something, and you're trying to, you feel like you need to be able to have forgiveness in order to feel safe. This would be your sense of security and stability, and your relationship with finances in your life too. And you're having to deal with the thought of forgiveness. Let's see how your love and belonging is going. And we have grief. Understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. So who or where can you find love and care? And how can you create the love you need? When you're dealing with grief, maybe here, feeling like a failure, wanting to give forgiveness, feeling like if you can feel more safe, if you feel more secure, if you forgive somebody because you may have failed in something, and you have this experience of feeling, as far as love and belonging, you're suffering from the feelings of grief and sadness. Your esteem, wanting to trust people. So in your self-esteem, what are you deserving admiration for? This is you being able to trust. People need to admire you for that. They need to give you're probably pretty loyal and probably pretty trustworthy, because this would also be what your best quality or skill is. And it would be about trust. So believe in yourself. Know that that's yours, that you have that. That's something you can feel good about. To be trustworthy, that's pretty hard for other people to trust people. So in your self-esteem, what you have is the ability to be trusted. So feel good about that. That's a quality that you possess. And there's no reason you should be feeling bad. That actually kind of makes me feel good. And relationships. I am attracted to those people who serve my higher good. So a sense of purpose today would be for your highest good is about being attracted, how you're dealing with relationships, being towards people that don't make you feel bad about yourself. This failure and forgiveness and grief, and your sense of trust, wanting to believe this is your good quality here, and you're dealing with relationships, trying how you can reach your truest potential. What you need to achieve is relationships that actually work for you and not against you, and they help you. I'm going to read that one because this is what you can achieve as like on your highest potential, self-actualization, relationships. In this three-dimensional world in which we live, there is a sense that we are separate from one another, and also that we meet by chance. This is an illusion. The people in our lives are drawn to us and are here for a reason. It is through sharing experiences and having relationships with others that we begin to understand ourselves. When someone appears in your life, you must see what is not resolved or whole in that person and understand the lessons he or she brings home to you. You draw others to you like magnets in order to learn various aspects of yourself. The place or the people that you have close relationships with on earth are usually members of your soul family. You have chosen to incarnate together to help each other learn lessons, even though it may not seem that way to you right now. Once a lesson is learned, don't be surprised if that person fades away. People are in your life for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. Ah, that brings a little tear in my eye. So, grief. We'll look at that. And that is the love and your sense of love and belonging. So, grief. Nothing is gone forever. The belief that we have lost somebody or something is merely an illusion to assist us in learning to appreciate our having had it in the first place. The emotion of grief and the sense of loss are absolutely real, but that is the point. The lesson of loss is not about the actual physical separation, because the parting is temporary and illusory, however you say that, an illusion. The point of the lesson is to acknowledge that the bonds of love never end and that we have not been abandoned. When you accept that in your heart, that you will be reunited with everything you have ever loved, it will give you the ability to move beyond your grief and derive something beneficial from the experience. To wallow in grief is to pass up the opportunity that you and your soul family have devised and learn nothing from it. Instead, allow your grief to take you to a place of deeper understanding. And for your physiological, the failure, what you're dealing like within your health and what you must take care of to unlock your full potential and who you really are. And you're dealing with failure, so we'll go over there. So what you're needing to deal with to reach your full potential is this right here, failure. This is at least for today. I mean, today's guidance, this is what I'm being guided to give, so someone needs to hear this. Life on Earth is full of experiences. It is our human brain that views outcomes as good or bad. The soul simply views them as chances to grow, learn to see the big picture of life instead of the tiny. Failure to accomplish a task is merely the opportunity to evolve, and the negative connotation of the word failure can prevent you from trying again. You must come to the realization that there is no judgment involved with your soul's lessons. Realize that what you view as a failure is just your soul telling you that there is another path. Embrace the maxim: when one door closes, another one opens. It is a time for you to stop any negative emotional investment you have in the outcome. Revel in the knowingness, and everything will reveal itself when it is meant to. No matter what, be true to your dream and the creative process. And for your safety, we have forgiveness. So you're wanting to basically probably forgive somebody just so you can feel you're secure and stable. So how is that actually working for you, though? Is it in your best interest? Is it putting you back into a repetitive situation? You can never flow with your natural energy of love unless you release the negative energy of hate, anger, intolerance, or blame. Every soul on your path has free will, and you have no control over that. What you do have control over is how you react to the manifestations of others' free will. Holding on to that negative energy will strengthen karmic cycles, and forgiveness can break that pattern. The most important person you must learn to forgive is always yourself. Blaming yourself for failures blocks the natural flow of love, which will attract all good things into your life. And trust. This is your self-esteem, your quality, your best quality that you have, that you can feel good about yourself. is trust, and we're going to get over there. I just seen the word pride, and I was thinking, imagine if that's your best quality, having pride. There's nothing wrong with that either, I guess. Maybe someone has some pride there. Trust. I'd be proud of me. Anyways, trust. I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. The earth can be a tricky place, but you have been given a tool to help you navigate through the murky waters, your intuition. You must learn to tell the difference between ego talk and soul talk, and then trust your soul. Once you get into the habit of following your intuition, you'll come to practice that discernment externally. You will be able to know if a person or situation is trustworthy. But it all begins with listening to your inner voice. Exercise it like a muscle, and when you determine that it is always right, what wisdom that, oh my gosh, that wisdom. Hold on. Hello?
Hello, this is a message from the Burke School District. Families, the Burke versus Cologne football game has been rescheduled for Monday, September 21st at 6 p.m. Homecoming will be moved to the week of September 28th. The administration and board are assessing the current COVID-19 situation and will send out information or any changes as they become available. If you need additional information, please contact the school at 775-2645 to confirm the delivery of this message. Press 0 to repeat this message. The delivery of this message.
Have to answer those calls. I'm live. Okay, so back to this. So decisions will seem easier. Your soul only wants what is best for you, and you must learn to trust it. And the guidance for you guys today on this basic needs spread. Basic needs. So, I've given you a lot to think about, and your guidance on this, if this is something that resonated with you. What is it that Spirit would like you to know? Timing. So if you are in the creative flow, you feel everything flowing together in divine order. And since we're in story time mode, let me find my book. Where the heck did that book go? Did I leave it somewhere else? Okay, oh, there it is. So timing. Timing. What number is that? Number 73. So timing. The timing card is an indication that problems you're experiencing are the predictable results of there being either too much or too little focus on the timing of some aspect of the matter in question. It can sometimes indicate that you or someone else associated with the matter lacks confidence that everything is flowing together in divine order. If you believe in yourself and in the quality of your work and are staying true to the principles of being a magic maker, then all things should soon be coming together organically without you having to force them or spend your time worrying when they will come. Sometimes when you take action, it is as important as the action itself. As French author Victor Hugo said, all the forces in the world are not so powerful as an idea whose time has come. Thank you for being here. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up if you liked this, and I hope I didn't trigger you too bad. Thank you. Bye.